So today I just wanted to do kind of a Q&A video. So basically what I did is I went on YouTube and I looked at popular channels and the questions that you guys were asking that weren't getting answered. And what I did is I wrote all the questions down, and now I'm just going to answer them for you, and hopefully I let you know what you need. So the first question is, what order do I apply products in? So when you're putting on products, especially if you're following and have bought everything that the girls at the counter are going to try to sell you, you're going to have a lot of products to put on, and it might be kind of hard to tell what order to put them in. So basically what you want to do is you want to go from the thinnest to the thickest items. So if you have a serum, you want to put that on before a cream. So basically what you would do, say you had a serum, a cream, your foundation, concealer, and powder. So you would want to go in that order. So you would do a serum because it's the thinnest, and then a cream like a moisturizer, and then your foundation, and then your concealer, and then your powder. On top of that, the only thing that you would put first if you had a thick item would be sunscreen. Sunscreen's always going to go on first. But other than that, thinnest to thickest. The next question is, how do I clean my brushes? I get asked this all the time. It's my #1 question I get asked. And my favorite item to buy at the counter is the Clinique Makeup Brush Cleanser. I don't have a bottle of it right now, but it's about yay big, and it's pink, and it comes in like a little spray nozzle. And basically what you do is you just spray it on your brush and then use a towel or a paper towel and just scrub it until no color is left on it. You can be really generous. It's a really big bottle. It lasts forever. Other than that, I think that's $16 or $18. If you don't want to spend that much on it, you can use baby shampoo. That's what I'm doing right now when I'm in a pinch. Especially as a college kid, it's really hard to be able to afford things like that, but I have noticed that the quality of my brushes has gone down since I started using a baby shampoo. So if you can really stick with the brush cleanser, it is so much easier. Almost every cosmetic brand sells their own. So you just have to find the one that you like, but they are out there and they are a little bit pricier, but it's worth it to keep the quality of your brushes up. If you have a good brush and you clean it properly and you use it correctly, it can last 10 years. So if you're if you're paying for an expensive brush, paying for expensive brush cleanser, then it's going to last longer and save you more money in the long run. The next question is, how do I keep my foundation and concealer from looking cakey? So this all comes down to products, but it also comes down to prepping your face for whatever products you're using. Using a moisturizer is so important before you put your products on because it's really going to give you a base. If you don't use a moisturizer, if you refuse, then you can use a primer. I really like the Urban Decay primers. I've heard a lot of good things about MAC primer. I haven't tried it yet, but I really want to. So a primer or a moisturizer is your best way to prep beforehand, and that's going to keep it from settling into any fine lines or wrinkles that you have, and that's ultimately what makes it look cakey. On top of that, you want to make sure that the products you're using aren't meant to be used alone. So say you're using a moderate to full coverage foundation and then you're using a moderate to full coverage powder, that's going to be a lot of product and it is going to look cakey because both of those items are meant to work by themselves. So if you're at a counter or you're at Sephora or Ulta, you can ask if you need help and they'll let you know what products are meant to be worn alone or not. You can always find powders that are just meant to set your foundation and not meant to give you any extra coverage. But usually the people that I see that have really cakey, heavy foundation and powder, it's because of the products that they're using. Next question, should I use a moisturizer? Guys, yes, always. I don't care if you have the oiliest skin. I don't care. Oh, sorry guys. I don't care if you have the oiliest skin. I don't care if you have the driest skin. You should use a moisturizer. That moisturizer, like I said, is going to be a base for your foundation, you can get different kinds of moisturizers. If you're super dry skinned, you can get an oil-based moisturizer. Most dry skin people are not going to have breakouts, so they don't have to really worry about it clogging up their pores and giving them breakout. If you have an oily skin type, then you can get a water-based moisturizer, and that will help you to make sure that you're not going to get breakout. But really, I mean, when you're putting moisture on your skin, you're going to be telling your body that you don't need that extra oil that it's producing, and it will eventually even out. So, yes, use a moisturizer. Long story short. Okay, next one. What do you recommend for the summer months? So, it's summer pretty soon. I mean, it doesn't feel like it for me, because you guys know, I'm in Idaho, and I feel like it's just never going to be here. But I'm like starting to see things pinned on Pinterest that are a little warmer, and all my friends in like Florida and stuff are all in shorts, and I'm really jealous. So for the summer, what you want to do is just stay as light as possible. There's really no need to go all out. You should be wearing sunscreen every day, but especially in the summer, wear sunscreen every single day, at least SPF 30. If your foundation has SPF 15 in it, I don't want you to tell me that you're wearing sunscreen. It doesn't count. It covers you for 15 minutes in the sun. I mean, if you walk to your car and back enough times in a day, that's going to wear out that sunscreen. So at least SPF 30. BB creams are great because they can work as a moisturizer and a foundation at the same time and save you a step, and they'll feel a lot less heavy than a moderate to full foundation. If you want, you can skip the powder unless you feel like you need that coverage. That's going to help you, you know, if it's humid or you're sweaty, you're not going to want to be wearing powder. You're going to feel cakey. And just as far as normal makeup goes, I mean, just keep it simple. If you're at the pool especially, there's no need to put makeup on. And go to the gym. You don't need makeup there. And the last question is, what products are best for people who don't wear a lot of makeup? So I kind of took this as like, what are my staple things for my days when I'm really just not going to wear very much? And I've actually been really in the habit of doing this lately because I just haven't felt like putting makeup on, which is really weird for me. I have not felt like that in years. Usually makeup's the one thing I do. Like I would normally do my makeup and not my hair, but lately I've just, I don't know, I guess I've just been lazy. But so basically on those days what I do is I will do my normal foundation routine. I usually skip the concealer, just throw on a little bit of powder. I'll do a blush, and then I'll do mascara, and that's it. Sometimes if I feel like I look a little dead or washed out, I'll do a little bit of highlighter on top of my blush and under my eyebrows just to give myself a little pop. But other than that, I really try to stay as simple as possible on those days. I know that a lot of you guys don't want to wear a lot of makeup, and I, especially in the past couple years, have worn so much makeup every day, and I'm trying to make myself wear less to like look like a normal human being during the day, but it's really hard for me. When you work at a counter and they tell you like you have to have full face, it's like really hard to get out of the habit of that. So it's taken me until now to realize that I can just look normal. Mine hardly any makeup is someone else's full face, so it's hard, but I definitely understand that a lot of you don't want to wear a lot. So that is my recommendation. Just get a foundation, something to cover up any redness, blemishes, discoloration, scarring, anything like that, and then mascara and something to make your cheeks not look washed out so that you look awake. So those are my tips for your questions that you asked on YouTube. Let me know if you have any more. I'm happy to answer them. Please let me know if you have any requests for tutorials or any questions for me in general. I'd be happy to answer them. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks guys. Bye.